Today we're going to go through the steps of setting up the web page. So we've got a couple of videos that will tackle that. Hopefully they'll break things down in a easy to manage way. The first thing we need to do, of course, is sign into the website. And then turn admin on. And navigate to the web page that we want to edit, which is the Online Workshops web page. And the next thing that we want to do is edit the article for this particular semester. The one we are currently looking at is the summer schedule. And to edit that article, we click on Edit. And you get the WYSIWYG editor. There's a lot of code that's hidden in this article. There's a lot of code that's been turned off because sometimes people will teach a class in one semester and then not in the next, or they might teach a class 1 year and then not until the next year, that sort of thing. So rather than add and delete all the time, I just hide stuff so that it's a little bit easier to find, and you're not redoing things all the time. Unfortunately, the only way you can see that hidden text is to go into the HTML editor. So we'll click that button, and I'll try and make this window big enough for everybody to see. Okay, so here at the top of this screen, the first thing that we have is this list. This is a quick list. The pages are typically pretty long. That has all the schedule. There's usually a lot of classes and a lot of sessions that are listed here. So a couple of years ago we got the good idea to create a list that has a bunch of anchors that will drop you quickly down into the screen so that you can find what you're looking for. It also makes it nice because you've got a static URL for each class. So you can, for advertising purposes, you can just plug in the URL for your class in social media, on a calendar, that sort of thing. So that's kind of nice as well. So all in all, it works pretty well. But that list is managed up at the very top. And here's where you can see the code that has stuff hidden. You just need a bracket with an exclamation point and then a couple of hyphens, and browsers understand that little bit of code to mean that whatever follows this do not display, and whatever is in between the brackets here, so we've got the closing bracket, which is another pair of hyphens and a bracket, and that closes off this text so that the Firefox and Chrome and things like that do not display this text. As of right now, we don't have too many classes, but we do have a couple of new ones that we need to start adding today. So I'm going to go back to my email, and here is the email that the workshop coordinator receives when somebody requests registration forms. So you get all the information that they filled out in the form, the class description, the dates and the times, the links to attend, that sort of thing. But you also get, I've got it set up so that you get kind of a generic HTML document, so you can just copy and paste. So the first thing that we need to do is copy and paste the list item. So we'll go ahead and grab that from our email, return to our HTML editor, and of course I like things to be alphabetical, so we want to put this one in the list, and I can't actually remember what class this is. Finding Health Science or Health Statistics Online. So that conveniently goes right behind the Finding Full Text workshop. So we pasted that in there. The next thing that we need to do is to give the class a unique identifier. So I've got this text in here that's just filler, and it's kind of nice. I have it set up so you just double click it and that gets highlights the whole thing, and we can just call this health stats, and that will be good enough for that. So the next video we'll take a look at actually just kind of copying and pasting the code for the class itself into the web page, and then we'll go from there.